This movie is about the American dream.
Okay.
And of course, the American dream is that anyone could one day get a job that they have no business having.
Yeah.
The plot of the movie is that the new mayor decides that they're no longer going to have any qualifications to join the police academy.
That's so stupid.
Weight, height, and they kind of imply mental wellness.
Okay.
Because it opens up on this guy who's a security guard, and he's so keyed up that people are afraid of him. And then the first scene is this guy opens a door, and he shoots up his own surprise party.
Oh, fuck. Oh, my God.
And it's the party that they were sending him to go join the academy. It was like the goodbye party, and it cuts to these old people, and the cake has exploded, and there's bullet holes in the wall. And this guy's going to be a cop.
Oh, no.
And then his name is Tackleberry. And then
Tackleberry?
Tackleberry. And it's a whole cast of lovable characters.
Okay.
And there's Steve Guttenberg is our hero. So Guttenberg doesn't play by the rules.
Okay.
And he's also a criminal this guy in a suit pulls up, and he works at a parking lot in a little booth.
Okay.
And the guy's like, "Hey, you park my Trans Am?"
What?
People are going to get mad. I think it was a Trans Am.
Okay.
"Park my Trans Am, dickhead." And Gutenberg's like, "You calling me a dickhead? What?" And he goes, "Yeah, I said dickhead, penis breath." So then he's like, "Okay, I'll park your car." And then somehow he gets it up on two wheels.
Okay.
Like he's actually gets it on two wheels. They don't show us how. And he parks it sideways.
Oh.
He parks it vertically.
Oh.
In a space that it shouldn't belong. And he's like, "There's your car, dickhead." Of course, he's fired. And then we cut to a fat guy in a little booth. I guess they used to have little booths where you could get your film developed.
Okay.
So it's just a little Kodak booth. And these guys, for no reason, come up with a flatbed. So they've prepared for this. They've got a flatbed trailer, which they must have rented to fuck with this guy. Because then they pick him up in his little booth, and they put it on the flatbed, drive it to a bridge, throw him off the bridge.
Oh, shit.
And now he's sailing away, and he's got his fist out of the little hole, and he's going like, "I'm going to become a cop, and I'll show all of you." So he wants to become a cop for revenge.
Sure.
The other guy's a gun nut. Gutenberg gets arrested. No one's doing it for the right reason.
Right.
Gutenberg gets arrested for the car thing. So he's sitting down in the precinct. Who should he sit down next to but Michael Winslow, the human sound machine?
Okay.
You remember him, don't you?
No.
Michael Winslow was the black guy in the 80s who his stand-up act was sound effects.
Oh, he was a famous stand-up.
But he was just really good at making gunshot sounds. He could make any noise.
Okay.
But again, in the context of this, in the reality of the movie, that's also a mental illness.
Okay.
If you're just a guy that makes sounds.
Yeah.
Because he just makes gunshot sounds and all the police hit the deck. Because they think it's gunfire. Like this gang so far could be like a local production of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Okay.
Like it's just mentally ill people.
Yeah.
So now Gutenberg is in the interrogation room. And this old guy comes in who looks like Black Mr. Peanut. Okay. He's got like a real Colonel Mustard mustache. And I guess he's either his dad or a family friend. And he's like, "You messed up again. I can't keep rescuing you, even though I love you," or whatever. I'm not sure what their relationship is. He's like, "Even though I've known you forever, I can't keep saving you. The only way you're going to get out of jail this time," because apparently this guy's gotten arrested a bunch so far. "The only way you're going to avoid jail this time is if you join the police academy." And he's like, "But I'm a criminal." And he's like, "I can get you out of this. You have to join the police academy, and you can't quit." So now Gutenberg is going to join against his will. And then we meet. There's a guy who's accident prone.
What? That's
He's like
his thing?
he looks like a nerd, and his wife's in a robe, and he's like, "I'm going to go join the police academy." And his wife's like, "But you're going to kill everybody because of your condition." And he's like, "I'll be fine." And then he accidentally hits his wife in the crotch with a suitcase. You don't get a lot of female crotch shots in film.
It's hilarious.
And this was progressive. It's fun to see.
Yeah.
And then she gets hit. She hits the ground, and then he hits her in the head with the car door.
Oh no.
She jumps on the hood. He just starts driving.
Okay.
Yeah, this is basically Mr. Magoo beats his wife. He doesn't mean to.
No.
Oh, then we see the love interest in a limousine because she's rich. Who but Kim Cattrall?
Okay.
Lassie from Porky's.
Lassie.
who we had to cut out for time.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, guys. And she's like, I'm rich, but I want to become a cop just to see what real life is like. I want to meet poor people or whatever.
That's our way to meet poor people.
I'd love to meet some poor people. And right then, the nerd drives by with his wife still on his hood in the background. Then they all pull up, and the Latin lover pulls up.
The Latin lover?
He's this guy he's Latin, and he's got 6 girlfriends in the car. And he's like, goodbye, ladies. Enjoy. And then we cut to kind of the guys running the place. The chief of police is there. He's the head guy. And then the guy running the academy is Commandant Lassard. Mm-hmm. And he's like this very absent-minded, goofy guy. And then sort of the stickler is Lieutenant Harris. Mm-hmm. He's kind of he's the villain. And then the chief is saying, like, man, I can't believe the mayor did this to us. Mm-hmm. It's all goofballs and nut jobs out there. Mm-hmm. And he says, in my day, the cops were the right height, the right weight, the right color, and they had Johnsons. And then Commandant Lassard, he's confused the whole movie. He goes, Johnsons? And he goes, yeah, and he does like a little dick thing with his hand.
A little
he's
dick
like,
thing?
He's like, he's like, he has to spell it out. He's like, Johnsons, penises.
Oh, okay.
He goes, it used to be there was Johnsons as far as the eye could see. And Commandant Lassard goes, yeah, those were the days. That was a beautiful thing to see.
Yeah.
The whole movie, Lassard is sort of wrestling with his sexuality,
yeah.
Which we'll see. They're all assembling at the academy. This white guy goes, man, there's a lot of spades around here.
Oh.
And then this giant hand goes on his shoulder. And we look, and it's big, large man who's black, and he's got a big, cool mustache. That's Hightower. He's one of our heroes. And he just like looks at him, and the guy's like, well, I he does a Woody Allen.
Yeah, that's what I was picturing, Woody Allen.
Mahoney's plan is to do so many wicked pranks that he gets kicked out. But then he kind of hits on Cattrall. Then he goes to the commandant's office, and he's like, I want out of here. He's like, I can't quit because my friend told me not to, but you can fire me. And he looks at the papers, and he's like, no, actually, have a deal with him. I'm not even going to ever fire you. Oh. Like, you're stuck in this, Mahoney. There's this beautiful, she's this beautiful blonde instructor, and she's Lieutenant Callahan. And she's beautiful, and she's got the blonde hair, but she's like also just tall and big, kind of like Brigitte Nielsen. Okay. She's like this big, beautiful, and the bazoombas. Don't get me started. And then she's doing I'm going to show you guys judo. Uh-huh. So she throws the fat guy. The fat guy's name is Leslie Barbara.
Leslie Barbara?
He has 2 lady names. Okay. So that's funny.
That's fun.
She throws him over her back, and then she gets on top of him and smothers him with her pussy.
Oh, shit.
And then she goes, who's next? And they all raise their hand.
Nice.
So then I forgot that this was the classic 80s movie, and that there's all this gratuitous nudity, which is you had to have. So they show the cameraman's like looking through the window of the girls' dormitory, and we see Callahan in her underwear lifting weights, and she is sexy, but she's got muscles. And then we cut down to just, the Latin lover. He's been dressing up like a woman and sneaking into the ladies' dorm and having 7 ways. So there he is. And then, of course, we see just nudity for no reason. We see a lady's butt, which is great. And then when we get to the ground, Gutenberg is being the cool guy. He's just standing there with a beer, just watching in the window, watching the women shower. Oh. And at the time, we're like, nice. That's our hero.
Yeah, buddy. Love Goots.
He was he could have been like the next Tom Hanks, I think. Mm-hmm. He kind of had that charm because he's very Hanksy in this.
Yeah.
He's got that 80s Hanks thing where he's like, hey, what am I doing? What's going on? I'm Tom Hanks. Is my girlfriend a mermaid? What's going on? I'm a wacky guy.
Oh, shit.
Am I in the body of a grown man?
Wait, a little kid.
Big.
Bro, right. No,
he's the kid. Oh, he's the man.
No, you're right. No, he is the...
Am I a man or a boy? Either way, I'm getting What's going on? Do I have special needs? Let's go for a run. What's going on with this dog? I'm in Seattle. I can't get a wink. Why can't I get off this island? What's going on? What's going on with my AIDS? The past was doing its best.
That's the theme song.
Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. They were doing their best.